Hi guys. Oh Mel, there's so many comments from you. Thank you. Dang, I'm gonna miss you, Amy. I have a meeting starting when your YouTube live starts. Question in playing vlog part 3. At one point you told Sulim to imagine a string tethering her elbow to her body. Can you elaborate on that? It was her driver swing. Yeah, I know exactly which one that is. Let me talk about that. Oh, now I wait and check back on the replay. Okay. Oh, my meeting got rescheduled. Are we tuning in? Yay! Please hit the like button while you're waiting. Thank you so much. Mel, you're the best. All right, so I'm just gonna log in here so I can read your comments a little bit easier than trying to scroll. Happy Monday. This is my Monday log. I am in my sauna spot again. How are you guys? It's sunny outside, but it's very chilly. So I was editing, finishing up my edits today in the sauna. We have a really cool Mexico vlog coming up with the same foursome that you saw for the SandCanyon. ＳandCanyon, we feature the desert 9 holes there, and then the next week we went to Mexico, Los Cabos, and played on the most beautiful golf course I've ever seen. Like amazing. So that's going up this week. So please look forward to that. That's been sponsored by Ben Jeff, my clothing company. Happy Monday. Aloha, Amy. Aloha, Mel. How are you? So I was just doing that. Let me log in golf with Amy. Life. Okay. James back. Hi, Amy. I hope your back is doing better this week. You know, it was doing really great. Um, Saturday, Sunday, I struggled a little bit. It's much better today. It looks like it's supposed to rain Wednesday. I have a photo shoot tomorrow, but I think my back might be suffering tomorrow as well. I'm just like a little bit out of whack because the past 3 weeks, I've been in a lot of pain. Thank you so much for asking, James. Joe Marshall, Hatamali. Joe, how are you? Haven't seen you in a long time. Seems like wait, you were here last week too, are you? But it's sure is nice to see you. I hope you guys all had a beautiful weekend. Let me just go check this out here. Yes, got it. Okay. All right. So let me just do a quick announcement in Korean. We'll start in English right away. Okay. 안녕하세요. 명품스윙 이제 프로입니다. 저는 영어로 한 20분 정도 하고 LA 시간 오후 4시 20분, 25분 사이 정도에 한국말을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 쭉 계속 계셔도 되고요. 한국말로 질문해 주셔도 되고요. 아니면 한 20분 정도 후에 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 오케이. Peggy, hello Amy, so good to see you again. Hope your back feels better soon. Thank you so much. You guys are so super sweet. Can you guys hear me okay? My new AirPod, I'm so happy about this guy. I think the audio is better with this too, right? Anyways, so at least it's like not gloomy, it's sunny outside, so I'm doing okay. It's just like super cold. Um, but yeah, let's talk about can hear you great. Thank you. Yes, I can hear you fine. Thank you, James. Naga, hi, Amy. Super win by our Aussie, Hannah Green. She holds some great putts down the stretch. Yes, we're going to talk about that. Can hear you perfectly. Okay, let's actually go start with the question Mel had. In the playing vlog part 3, so that was last week with Celine, she tends to cut her ball off the, off every shot, actually. That's because she spins her hips out and that's either caused by her left hand yanking or the hip spin out causes her left arm to yank through. Um, at first, chicken first, we don't know, but we have to fix those two things. And to do that, I had her post her lead leg, refrain from spinning. Almost has to feel like she's not turning at all, and then her right side is pushing through. So the hip spin out is fixed, and then yanking face left open is fixed by rotating the trail hand through. So she's been hitting some really fantastic shots, which I'm really happy about because it's not an easy fix because especially that part of your swing and the downswing happens so quickly. So it's really hard to control, but she's doing fantastic. So when I talked about the string attached from the elbow to the belly, was it the belly button or the right hip? When I talk about that, I almost want your whole entire right side to push together as opposed to because I'm trying to help her to not spin her hips out. in the downswing, you should have like about pick any number, 50% weight shift and 50% hip turn, but she has like 100% hip turn and 0% weight shift. So I'm trying to get her to feel like she has 0% hip turn, which is going to help her to eventually, not right now, get to the weight shift. If she's able to control that hip spinning movement, then we're going to get to the weight shift later. So the 50-50 is required for your downswing. But if you're pushing with the right hand and you're not worried about stabilizing your lower body and you just turn without taking the right hand with you, then it's a spin out and your hands are left behind and club is left open. So that's why I want to tie the right hand to the body so it like moves together, pushes together. Does that make sense? Was it too long of an explanation? I'm sorry. Okay. Good to hear that her swing is getting better. Hi, Stefan. How are you? Great seeing you here. Okay, I understand. I was doing the opposite. Oh, okay. Then that's great. I'm glad I could help you here. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I do remember you were working on using the body through the ball instead of using arms because you are pretty strong in the arms. I remember your swing now. So actually always remember your swing, but slide elbow past belly button without turning the body. Exactly, exactly. So that way you're stabilizing your thighs. You're not overturning your hips. So you can actually use your body to power through the ball instead of being out of sync. So glad you understood. Okay, so let's talk about some golf. I mean, Naga mentioned Aussie Hannah Green. That was amazing, wasn't it? Is it her fourth win, I think? She's won one major before, I remember. She's an amazing player. I think it's the PGA Championship, if I remember it correctly. She won the Women's World Championship. I mean, 13 under, and she won by one shot over Celine Poutier, another amazing player that I love watching. So that was really great. I was actually thinking of Australians because on the PGA Tour, Minu Lee got second. I was like, yay! And then another Lee. I get so excited. KH Lee. I love KH and his wife. So I was like texting. I was like congratulating her. Um, I'm always like telling her like good job because she's always like there following him, supporting him 100%. She's like I would say she's almost like an angel. Amazing person. So I'm always like, oh, you did so good. She's really like, my husband played, not me. But I'm like, it's your support that counts the most. Um, so, so Singapore, isn't it? Even though it's like March, Singapore is hot, right? Because I remember playing there during the summer, almost like died, turned into ashes because it was so hot. But such a difficult golf course. Jeez. I wonder how the humidity is during the winter months over there. I'm sure it's not like any better. Because I was in Mexico during December and it was humid. I was like, and then I was thinking about Singapore. I was like, if Mexico is this way, Singapore is probably like up there, like 100% humidity. Probably wrong, but you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah, Hannah. No offense, Celine, but I didn't want you to snatch another win from the leaders group. She tends to do that. She's pretty good at that. Celine is a solid player. I really love watching her play. I usually like players who are very consistent with their swings and shots and also have very strong mental game, meaning like poker face, doesn't like fall apart easily. Nothing really bothers them, and also like who plays like passive aggressive. Like you know what I mean? It's like looks very mellow, looks like they prefer safe play, but they have like that aggressiveness in them, so they go for it. Like those are the qualities that I like in a golfer. I just described Ayaka. Is it right? I'll keep an eye out for her. Minu Lee is starting to cook as well. He will break through for his first PGA victory soon. I know. I am so waiting for that. I think once he starts winning, I think he'll be, in the winner's circle. I was just thinking about that. They were talking about how Tiger Woods has been nominated for the Bob Jones award by the USGA, and they were talking about his achievements. It's amazing. Like 80 plus wins is just amazing, and how many comebacks, amazing comebacks he's made. What always amazes me is that whenever he has those like 50-footer eagle putts, he always makes them. When he has something on the line, has like a 40-footer, he always makes them. Like, can you write a better movie script? Like, I don't know, it's like live golf, but it's like best written like script ever, right? So Tiger has raised the bar by like 100 miles for everyone. So unless you win, what, he was like number one in the world. They mentioned the number was 683 weeks in a row. Like, what? How many years is that? Like, divide by 52? Like, I can't even do the math. Um, so unless you dominate for like 10 plus years, then like you're a failure, is what it seems like, feels like for everyone. You that talk about how there's all these young guys getting opportunities. Like that's exactly what happened this week too, even though he's like done really well before because he's not like a star on tour. People keep saying the stars are not showing up with their A games. Like they always talk about Rory Speed being like some kind of failures. No, they did amazing achievements, and I think it's amazing how they don't have their A game. They're always hanging out up there. I think just crazy amount of talents they have. Just because Tiger raised the bar like up here of the camera. So unless you dominate for 10 years straight, week in, week out, then you're a failure. That's what it seems like people are talking about. What do you guys think? Did I get like too passionate there? You guys can stop me anytime. um, where are we? What did I miss? 스누피 한국은 언제 오세요? Snoopy just asked when I'm coming to Korea. I am hoping to take a visit next month, April. So I'll let you guys know for sure. Stefan, do most of the players stays within their game or they talk a lot between themselves on the golf course? Most of the players stay within the game or they talk a lot between themselves. I think it depends on their personality. We know for sure Bill likes to chit chat about everything during the round. So there are players like that. Some players get distracted and lose focus, hard to regroup when they do that. So a lot of guys tend to stay quiet. Like Tiger, he likes to chit chat with his close friends, but not if you're not his close friends. I think he's pretty quiet. Um, so it really depends on who you're playing with and your personality, I think. Yeah. Um, I I don't like to chit chat, but since I quit playing competitively, playing for a living, I do chit chat, and I juggle cameras and batteries and mics. So filming. So yeah. James, I felt sorry for Furo. She led most of the tournament and then had a rough fourth round. It's really hard. I mean, on the last round, unless everything clicks, it's 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 so tough to close it up because with golf, you guys know better. Like you guys know best that you could shoot like your best score of your life one day, and the next day you could like just have a bomb round. Like so it's hard to I mean, it's easy to fall apart. It's really hard to close. So, I mean, when things don't go right for you and you run out of holes, it's tough. Okay. Ditto that James Mack pars all the way until 13, then birdie, then bogeys after that. Being 1 week at the top is a great achievement. Tiger was just a superhuman. I totally agree. He's superhuman. Okay, what are you sitting in? I explained last week that this is like sauna, dry sauna, so I can go in here with my normal clothes on. I love because when you go to sauna, like I hate, like, especially dry sauna. Like I feel like my hair and my face gets dry, and I don't want any more wrinkles. No, thank you very much. So I love these things. When I get like freezing cold, I jump in here for like 10 minutes, and I'm like nice and hot. My kid's dad. I hope that explained. I should know the name of this thing. I don't know. Sorry. I'll Google. Okay. But yeah, I love the way Andrea Lee celebrated Hannah's victory on the winning putt. Great sportsmanship. Andrea Lee, I hear, is like super down to earth, like super nice girl. So yeah, that's always really lovely to see, isn't it? Amy, how is your golf foundation going? Oh, it's going well. Thank you so much for asking. I have a free clinic happening, the 4-week free clinic happening for 6 kids, starting when I come back from the Players Championship. Players Championship is next week. This week is Bay Hill, and then next week is Players. I'm getting in the mood. Yes, the Players Championship. It's their 50th year, so it's a very special year. And I grew up watching the Players. It's almost equivalent to like Masters for me because Masters is the only major that plays on the same course, and Players has been playing on the same course, like I've always mentioned, like embedded in my head. I watched Freddie Couples win. I was watching with my dad, and then I watched a couple years, like 2 years after that, a seagull grabbed the golf ball and then went in the water. So I like ran into my dad's room. I was like, Dad, what do you do? What's the rule? Seagull put the ball in the water. Like I remember growing up watching like Better Than Most hole for Tiger. Like so if and we know the Players Championship is such a prestigious like tournament, and it pays better than any other majors, and it's a very special tournament, the iconic 17th hole, and the trophy is just blinding to your eyes because it's like gold bling bling, and then the face on that trophy, they somehow like combined all the winners' faces in there, so it's supposed to like represent all the winners. Special. So yeah, Players Championship means so much for me, and for me to be on site working with the players and working for the tour, it's just I don't know, it's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be wearing I think a lot of hats next week, so we'll see how it goes. I will keep you updated. And then yeah, when I come back, the foundation starts. Joe, Trevino's secret weapon was his chatter. Exactly. He's a very friendly, very chatty kind of a player. Exactly. Zombie Hunter, hey Amy, how are you? I did that. I shot 70 on the Friday, then played the National. The Saturday it was raining and very windy down on the coast and shot a 104. Totally. We can totally relate. Zombie Hunter, thanks for sharing. DPC Sawgrass course is amazing. Would be on my many players bucket list. It was on one of my bucket lists, and when I was there for the PGA show, we actually filmed on the golf course. Um, I played a match against that Korean actor Sung Soo Kim, and I was so nervous. I was just like kid on the theme park. I was like going crazy. I was so nervous because I know how small the greens are, how narrow the fairways were, and I wasn't hitting it very good. So I was just like really nervous, and I embarrassed myself. If you watch the match, which is coming out probably pretty soon, you will probably like go, dope. Amy, what did you do? It was like so embarrassing. Like I would literally hit it, like it chipped, and then the swing went farther than the ball went like 1 inch. I'm like, the ball didn't move. That's one of the many stupid shots I did. So you guys will get to see me make a fool out of myself on that course just because I was really nervous. And then once I got the hang of it, got warmed up, and then realized the fairways aren't as like nerve-wrackingly narrow. It was just like eye illusion. And once I got the hang of it, like I did okay, but then it was too late. Ran out of holes. Okay. All right. So what else were we gonna talk about? Oh, we're gonna talk about the PGA. Let me just pull up the leaderboard. Did you guys watch the golf? Did you see? Wait, what is this? Hmm? Oh no, what happened? I'm sorry. Okay. Did you see that guy? What's his name? Royan? Royan? Royan made like, was it 6 birdies in a row? That was crazy, guys. I don't know what's going on. PGA Tour. I'm unable to refresh. PGA National Resort. I think we played the PGA Championship, Junior PGA Championship over there, so I remember the course. Eric Van Royen. Six birdies in a row, the first 6 holes, and then par, birdie, par, so 28 on the front line. Crazy good. And then Austin Eckroat, solid play. Won by 3 shots. That was pretty impressive. Jake Knapp, he did really good again this week, so that was great. KH Lee, I was so happy he did so well this week. And then Shane Lowry, solid player. Keith Mitchell won here, right? They mentioned first-time winners at this tournament. Keith Mitchell was one of them. Sung Jae Im was one of them. Yi Yang was one of them, if I remember correctly. Who else? Some of these names, yeah, rang a bell. So, oh, how about Anthony Kim? What did you guys think about that? His debut. I watched Rory when he appeared on my screen. Aha. Eric Van Rooyen. South African, yes. Again, the roster read like DP World Tour. Yes. People keep making fun of it, but they mentioned the rules have changed. It's very weird this year. The signature tournaments and so hard to get in, and they say these like open PGA Tour tournaments are supposed to give these fresh faces chances, is what they said. And then the signature tournament is where all the top players like battle it out. So yeah. You play much, Amy? I mean, I have been playing more than I've ever done in the past few years. But it's been raining in California, and beginning of the year is always like really crazy with work. So I didn't really get to. I was planning on doing like a live playing thing with my sister. She's playing good. She'd text me and she'd be like, played really well on the front end. I'm like, what? So she's doing really great. Brian Lee, Amy, what? Stuck in table or chair. It's a sauna. I should put like a sign here. It's a sauna. It's turned off, but I was working here. My laptop is right here. My hard disks are right here. I was like editing, and then I just propped up my phone here, so I'm doing live. It's just too cold for me to go outside. So, and I was like finishing up editing right before I turned on live, so it just was convenient. Um, if you finish last, a bit rusty. Hi, Amy, Nobe Hill. Hi, Tom. How are you? Um, Nobe Hill, I'll be watching from home because I have to get ready to go to the Players Championship. It'll be like a full out working week for me there, which would be really exciting. Working directly with the players should be a ton of fun. Um, Yeah, there's a lot of controversy on that. I mean, I remember Anthony Kim, we played junior golf together. I was like, there's always been like a West Coast versus East Coast rivalry, and I lived in Orlando, so I was the East Coast kid. And we used to always joke that, all the famous coaches back then, that was a long time ago, were all in Florida. And none in West Coast. So we used to always say like more serious golfers live in the East Coast, and the casual, kind of party, go surfing, go party. Oh, maybe I'll go play golf. Kind of kids live in West Coast is what we used to say. So Anthony Kim was a West Coast kid and I was the East Coast kid. So I remember playing junior golf with Anthony. A lot of crazy things happened between now and then, obviously. I mean, no matter what, they were talking about the motive behind him joining Live and playing. Like, is it like financial reasons? Whatever they were talking about that, but I don't really care what the reason is. It's just nice to see him back in action. And when you golf, your physical shape has to be in tip-top shape. I mean, even though Live is like a team golf, I don't know exactly the whole thing, but you still have to be in pretty good shape to play your best. So I think it's actually going to be really good for him to get back in shape and really take care of his body so he can really focus. I think it's great. Zombie Hunter, thank you so much. Hit that like button, yay! So yeah, looking back, and then I was hearing like Camilo Villegas' name. And I think it's really great how like Jason Day, I saw Ricky Fowler. Um, I mean, all these really talented players are now like kind of coming back into the pool, and I think it's really fantastic. Um, really nice to see them still make a living out there and get to see them on TV. Ricky, yeah, when like I mentioned, whenever I see him on TV, I know he's super talented and he's a PGA Tour player. But to me, he looks like a celebrity because I see him in all these TV commercials. So I get starstruck. I'm like, oh, celebrity playing in a golf tournament. And I'm like, wow, that was a great shot. And then sometimes I miss Ricky like wearing those loud colors. Fans still wear like all orange when they go to golf tournament. Well, you always see one of those guys when you go to a golf tournament. Think Pokey found his squeaky toy. That's what it was. But anyways, I know it's Ricky. Yeah, it's Ricky. Like that's it. That's Ricky Fowler. Anyways, so it was really, really lovely tuning in. Next Monday, I'll be actually on site at the Players Championship. I don't know exactly what kind of work I'll be doing, and I don't know if I'm allowed to tune in live. But, four here is seven there. I think 7 o'clock it'll be dark, and I think I'll be back in my hotel room. So why don't I try and keep the same time and tune in live and talk about how the golf course looks after my first step onto the site at the Players Championship. But if something happens, I have to be like still on site at 7, which is for here, then I will definitely post something on the community board or on my Instagram to make sure you guys are aware if there are any changes. But I will do my best to tune in and talk about Bay Hill and talk about more golf. Um, Hey from Melbourne, Australia. Wayne Young, thank you so much for tuning in. Zombie Hunter, when you got time to do a course, vlog your sister again. So this week, Mexico vlog is uploading. I just finished editing that. So it'd be Sulim again. She's a model, super cute, super nice girl. With my sister, I wanted to do like a live stream with her, kind of like what we did last time. I think the battery lasted us longer than 3 holes. I think it was like 6 holes that lasted. I can't remember. So I'm gonna try and do that again once it warms up and once it doesn't rain. So I'll let you guys know on that too. Um, Sounds good, Amy. Mel, thank you. Brian Lee, who is the best Korean idol actor, actress that you've played with? Best golfer? I mean, the actor Song Soo is a really good golfer. A lot of the celebrities I've played with are really good golfers. But there are a couple that I'll be collaborating once I go to Korea this year. So I'm really looking forward to that. Um, How's Pokey doing, Tom? He's doing fantastic. He's sitting right there, facing that way. Usually, when his butt is towards you, that means he's protecting you. So he's doing great. Thank you for asking. Stefan, love Ricky, West Coast guy from Merida. I think yes, I think you're right. Look for you in the crowds. I might be behind the cameras, like stuck in the corner waiting for players. So maybe you won't be able to see me, but I'll try and wear loud clothes so you can see me. Zombie Hunter, yes, so much fun last time. Thank you. I will ask my sister for sure. Zombie Hunter. Common sense. I'll swing so hard and can't stop. I know you gotta swing easy, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining, tuning in. You guys are always so lovely to chat with. I will keep you guys updated on everything. This week is Mexico vlog. I don't know if you guys ever played in Mexico, Los Cabos. It was absolutely beautiful. So please look forward to that. We teed off at like 8, so it was like kind of dark, kind of chillier, and then it started getting super sunny. So this week's is kind of like the first couple holes, so it's not on the sunny side yet. So please just keep that in mind. All right, Mel, aloha for tuning in. Zombie Hunter, thank you so much. Stefan, Tom, Brian, Wayne, James, thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna switch to Korean. Mel, you're welcome to stay tuned for Korean because I know your Korean is getting good. Stefan, you too. So see you guys this week with the Mexican vlog and next week in Florida. Mwah. 안녕하세요. 영선생님 이주프라입니다. 한국 스케줄을 잡아야 할 것 같습니다. 지금 막 생각이 들었네요. 오케이. 일단 무엇을 먼저 얘기해 볼까요? 골프 보셨나요? 골프 PGA 투어에서 에크로트, 오스틴 에크로트 미국 사람이 우승을 했어요. 그리고 그 시합에서 first time winner죠. 투어에서 처음 이겼는데 그 시합에서 이긴 사람들이 어, 양용은 선수도 있었고요. 임성재 선수도 그 시합에서 처음으로 이겼고요. 키트 매치얼도 그랬고요. 나머지를 기억을 못하겠어요. 근데 하여튼 그래서 처음 투어에서 이긴 사람들이 그 시합에서 많이 이겼구나라는 걸 알게 됐고요. 그리고 에릭 밴 로이엔이라는 친구는 이제 사우스 아프리칸 친구인데 첫 마지막 라운드 첫 6홀을 올 버디를 했어요. 그래서 6홀 버디하고 파하고 버디하고 파에서 28개를 쳤더라고요. Yes. 그래서 질문 있으시면 언제든지 물어봐 주시고요. 그리고 이민우 선수, 호주 선수지만 한국인이죠. 한인이죠. 한인 선수. 이민우 선수 너무 잘했어요. 이민우 선수는 아까 영어 때도 말했듯이 이제 우승을 하기 시작을 하면 우승 이제 이게 한번 터지면 계속 우승 위너 서클에 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 항상 기대를 많이 하는 그런 정말 탤런트가 엄청난 선수예요. 저는 사실 탤런트가 뛰어난 선수들은 당연히 정말 많이 봤거든요. 정말 많이 봤어요. 근데 탤런트가 뛰어난데 진짜 그 연습도 악착같이 하고 정말 우승도 할 줄 알고 하는 친구들은 그중에서도 퍼센티지가 굉장히 적은 것 같아요. 이게 약간 3박자가 아니죠. 한 30박자가 다 이렇게 이루어져야지 PGA 투어에서 탑을 할 수 있는데 이민우 선수는 스타 퀄리티도 있고 재능도 엄청난데 또 이길 줄도 알고 스코어 낼 줄도 알고 쇼맨십도 있고 성격도 좋고 되게 좀 두루두루 다 갖춰진 선수죠. 그래서 좀 기대가 큽니다. 정말 탤런트가 엄청난데 PGA 투어에도 가지 못하고 살아남지도 못하는 친구들이 너무 많습니다. 너무 많습니다. 쉽지 않습니다. 그리고 이경훈 선수 5등 안에 들었습니다. 너무 오랜만에 잘해가지고 너무 좋네요. 그리고 안병훈 선수 계속 잘해요. 너무 진짜 자랑스럽습니다. 안병훈 선수 또 인스타그램에 또 들어가고 엄청 라이크 눌렀네요, 제가. 그리고 한인 선수죠. 더그 김 선수. 계속 눈에 띄어요, 리더보드에. 그리고 앤서니 킴 선수가 리브 투어를 시작을 했는데 다들 의견이 궁금합니다. 어떠셨나요? 네, 한국은 아무래도 좀 시간이 일러 가지고 이렇게 오전에 막 이렇게 댓글 달기 좀 힘드신 것 같아요. 그래도 혹시나 댓글 가능하신 분들이 있으실까 해서 항상 한국말을 하기는 하는데요. 이제 앤서니 킴 선수 같은 경우에는 저랑 어렸을 때 주니어 골프를 같이 쳤었어요. 그래서 인제 약간 미국의 이런 약간 미국 내에서 미국이 되게 크잖아요. 그러니까 동부 아이들과 서부 아이들의 라이벌리가 쪼끔 있었거든요. 그래서 인제 저는 동부에서 컸죠. 저는 올랜도에서 살았으니까. 근데 그게 꽤 오래된 얘기이긴 하지만 그때는 인제 진짜 세계적으로 유명한 코치들은 다 플로리다에 살았었어요. 그리고 동부에는 없었고요 진짜로 유명한 코치가. 그래서 맨날 동부의 이런 프라이드는 이런 거죠 약간. 아 서부는 뭐 서핑 가고 뭐 파티하고 좀 이렇게 뭐 놀자 하는 선수들이 뭐 심심하면 골프 치는 이런 분위기가 이제 "웨스트 코스트 아이들이야." 뭐 이렇게 막 또 놀리고 또 인제 동부는 좀 약간 공부로 치면 아이비리그 많잖아요. 약간 동부는 시리어스 진짜 골프에 진심인 아이들 뭐 이런 식으로 항상 예 그런 프라이드가 있었는데 네. 앤서니 킴은 서부 아이였고요. 저는 동부였기 때문에. 근데 그 이미지가 좀 찰떡이긴 해요. 앤서니 킴이랑 좀 약간 되게 좀 스웩 있는 그런 스타일. 그래서 그때와 인제 슈퍼스타가 되고 인제 뭐 그 그런 인주리 그런 일로 십 몇 년 동안 좀 많은 일들이 인제 그 친구한테 있었는데 저는 뭐 뉴스에서도 그러더라고요. 뭐 이게 뭐 "돈 때문에 금전적인 문제 때문에 리브를 간 거냐." 뭐 이런 막 말을 많이 하던데 저는 뭐 이유 불문하고 다시 골프를 친다는 건 너무 그 친구한테 잘 된 것 같아요. 왜냐면 음 일단 골프를 치려면 아무리 리브 골프가 뭐 팀 골프고 뭐 컷이 없고 어쩌고저쩌고 해도 그래도 골프 시합을 나가기 위해서는 나의 컨디션이 최상이어야 되고 운동도 컨디셔닝 꾸준히 해야 되고 뭐 이런 거 있잖아요. 무슨 소리죠? 죄송해요. 제가 겁이 되게 많은데 밖에서 동물이 비명을 지르는 소리가 났어요. 저희 여기에 막 코요테가 뭐라 그러죠? 이리라 그러나? 코요테도 되게 많고요. 어젯밤에도 여기에 가서 막 짐승 소리가 계속 나 가지고 1 시간 넘게 마운틴 라이언 있죠. 진짜 큰 마운틴 라이언 사자인데 곰 진짜 큰 곰 막 이런 것들 막 나오거든요. 그래 가지고 지금 저 너무 쫄아 가지고 죄송해요. 잠깐 멈췄어요. 그래서 이유 불문하고 이유가 어찌 됐든 간에 저는 앤서니 킴이 다시 골프로 다시 선수로 활동하는 게 너무 잘 된 것 같아요. 왜냐면 그러면 인제 몸도 더 건강해질 거고 더 관리를 할 거고 골프에 전념을 하면서 더 뭔가 인제 포커스된 삶을 살 수 있을 거라고 생각이 돼서 저는 너무 좋은 것 같아요. 그리고 뭐 친한 친구는 아니었지만 주니어 골프를 같이 치면서 어 그 그 선수가 인제 슈퍼스타가 되고 막 되게 응원해 주고 '와 진짜 너무 잘한다.' 이런 그 시간을 지냈기 때문에 더 응원을 하는 마음이 저는 큽니다. 안녕하세요. 지금 운전 중이라 타이핑이 어려워요. 자일로포님 안녕하세요. 운전 중이시면 네 타이핑 안 하셔도 됩니다. 조심히 운전해 주세요. 대현킴님 곰 곰 나와요. 곰. 대한민국 남녀 골프 선수들 모두 응원합니다. 화이팅. 그쵸. 너무 다들 대단하죠. 또 이번에는 박세리 프로님 시합하잖아요. 그래서 이번 주는 PGA에서 베이힐 인비테이셔널이고요. 그리고 또 다음 주는 이제 플레이어스 챔피언십이에요. 짜잔. 플레이어 챔피언십 제가 진짜 좋아하는 시합이라서 네. 너무 기대가 되고요. 그다음 주에 인제 박세리 선배님 프로님의 시합이 또 LA 부근에서 또 열립니다. 그러면 또 인제 동생들 보러 놀러 갈 것 같습니다. 그래서 저는 어 마스터즈만큼 애착 가는 게 플레이어스 챔피언십이거든요. 여러분들 공감하실 수 있을 것 같아요. 왜냐면 메이저 중에 같은 코스에서 매년 플레이를 하는 것은 마스터즈고요. 그리고 되게 아이코닉한 그런 게 있잖아요, 마스터즈는. 근데 플레이어스도 그렇거든요. 같은 시합장이고 수십 년 동안 그리고 그 유명한 17번 홀 그리고 또 인제 이 트로피도 인제 이 모양인데 얼굴이 인제 우승한 선수들 얼굴을 다 이렇게 합성을 해서 만들어진 이 트로피에 있는 사람의 얼굴이래요. 그러니까 좀 스페셜한 그런 미닝도 있고 상금도 항상 모든 메이저를 통틀어서 가장 높은 곳이 플레이어스 챔피언십이고 저는 어렸을 때 인제 프레디 커플스 광팬이었는데 프레디 커플스가 우승할 때도 라이브로 시청을 하고 있었고 시합을. 17 번으로 뚜렷이 기억이 나고요. 그리고 또 2년 후에 인제 그 갈매기가 공을 주워서 날아가다가 공이 떨어졌는데 물에 들어갔을 때도 라이브로 봤거든요. 그래서 제가 아빠한테 막 가 가지고 "아빠, 아빠 공 갈매기가 공을 물었어. 그래서 물에 들어갔는데 저렇게 되면 물이 어떻게 되는 거예요?" 막 이러면서 막 호들갑을 떨었던 기억도 나고요. 그래서 저의 인제 어렸을 때부터 커온 사이에 이 플레어 챔피언십의 이 메모리는 엄청나게 큰 비중을 차지하고 있는 거죠. 그래서 다음 주에는 제가 잭슨빌 플로리다에 가서 이제 또 플레이어스 챔피언십에서 투어에서 일을 하게 됐거든요. 그래 가지고 네. 선수들 인제 한국 선수들을 집중 마크, 전담 마크하면서 이 또 뭐 인터뷰도 하고 뭐 등등등. 네. 굉장히 재미있을 것 같습니다. 그래서 다음 주는 제가 플로리다에서 직접 온사이트에서 시합장에서 대한민국 선수들을 제가 엄청나게 응원을 하고 있겠습니다. 그래서 또 TV로 제가 비춰질 수도 있으니까 좀 눈에 띄는 색깔로 네 에이미인가?" 하실 수 있도록 네 띄는 색깔로 입고 있겠습니다. 다음 주에 JTBC 크루도 오신다던데 네 엄청나게 바쁜 일주일이 될 것 같아요. 그래서 다음 주는 사실 제가 월요일부터 일요일까지 일을 엄청나게 빡세게 하는데요. 또 월요일 날은 생각을 해 보니까 라이브 방송을 스킵을 안 해도 될 것 같아요. 왜냐면 여기가 4 시면 거기는 7 시거든요. 7 시면 어두워지잖아요. 어? 아니네. 서머 타임이네. 영어로 할 때는 어두워진다고 말씀드렸는데 왜냐면 지금은 5시 반에 어두워지니까 7 시면 깜깜하니까 '나는 호텔 방에 밥을 먹고 호텔 방에 들어가 있을 시간일 거다.'라고 생각을 해서 다음 주 라이브 방송을 스킵을 하지 않고 "라이브 방송을 호텔 방에서 하겠습니다."라고 말씀을 드렸는데 만약에 변동 사항이 있으면 제가 여기 커뮤니티 볼드가 뭐라 그랬죠? 게시판? 게시판에다가 제가 어나운스먼트를 만들든지 인스타그램에다가 어나운스먼트를 하든지 하도록 하겠습니다. 그래서 여러분들 제가 라이브 방송을 만약에 안 하게 되면 미리 아실 수 있도록 어나운스먼트를 할게요. 하지만 일단 동부 시간 7 시니깐 제 생각에는 제가 호텔방에 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 호텔방에서 라이브 방송을 하도록 하겠습니다. 업데이트 해 드릴게요. 잭슨빌 플로리다는 직항이 없어서요. 날아가는데 하루 종일 걸릴 것 같아요. 지금 날이 안 좋아서 허리가 계속 아픈데 비행기 타고 있는 상상만 해도 허리가 아파요. 어떡하죠? 그래 갖고 지금 3주 동안 약간 계속 컨디션이 안 좋아 갖고 좀 약간 안 좋아 보이죠? 약간 부어 있어요. 약간 컨디션 완전 메롱인데 내일 포토슛이 있거든요. 포토슛 이렇게 부어 가지고 이렇게 막 허리 아파서 그러면 또 안 예쁘게 나올 텐데 어떡하죠? Are you there Bigfoot near you? I'm not sure what you mean. 그래 가지고 다음 주는 플레어 챔피언십 가서 에이미 님 생방송이라니 영광입니다. 데니얼 님 들어와 주셔서 감사드립니다. 그 골프 질문 있으시면 다 물어봐 주셔도 되고요. 그래서 다음 주는 제가 잭슨빌 플로리다 여기 스테디움 코스에서 열리는 플레어 챔피언십에 인제 직접 가서 일을 할 예정인데요. 여기에 제가 인제 버킷리스트였거든요. 근데 1 월에 김성수 배우님 오셨을 때 잃었어요. 쳤어요. 근데 제가 어렸을 때부터 너무 좋아하는 코스고 얼마나 어렵다는 것을 막 한 번도 쳐 보지 않았지만 알던 코스니까 너무 긴장을 한 거예요. 맙소사. 완전히 못 친 거예요. 저 진짜 곧 방송 나가는데 너무 벌써부터 창피한 거예요. 어떡하죠? 진짜로 칩샷을 이렇게 했는데요, 스윙을. 공이 이만큼도 안 나갔어요. 그래서 그 치고는 '내가 지금 뭘 한 거지?' 막 이러면서 그러고 나서는 인제 페어웨이가 보기보다 그렇게 막 위협적이고 좁고 막 너무 못 칠 정도의 그런 좁고 막 그런 데는 아니구나를 느끼고 나서 몸이 풀리고 나서는 인제 too late이죠. 인제 다 벌써 못 친 이후였어요. 그래서 한 번 더 치고 싶어요. 너무 아쉬워요. 진짜 재밌게 쳤어요. 제가 그 시합을 왜 재밌게 보는지 알았어요. 선수들이요. 진짜 다양한 샷을 시도를 하거든요. 그게 저는 너무 재밌는데 제가 거기에서 그러고 있는 거예요. 왜냐면 그 핏 다이 분이 코스를 디자인을 하셨는데 그분의 성향이 항상 쉐이핑 샷 왼쪽 오른쪽으로 공을 막 이렇게 자유자재로 막 돌려야 되는 그런 코스를 설계를 하시거든요. 그래서 저는 쉐이핑 샷 진짜 안 치는 스타일인데 거기서 진짜 매 샷마다 쉐이핑 샷을 해서 너무 재밌었어요. 그래서 한 번 쳐 봤으니까 선수들 플레이할 때 더 재밌을 것 같아요. 오케이. 바깥은 일단 비는 안 오죠. 비는 안 오고 햇빛 쨍쨍이지만 좀 추워요. 그래 가지고 안에서 사우나 하면서 이번 주에 올라가는 멕시코 블로그를 에디팅을 맞추면서 여기 사우나 드라이 사우나 안에 앉아 있습니다. 여기에다가 랩탑 놔두고 하드디스크 쌓아 놓고 편집을 끝냈거든요. 그래서 그냥 이거 틀고 여기에서 바로 생방송을 하고 있습니다. What's the best way for a junior golfer to get longer off the tee? A couple different things come into play. Like you have to have a sound technique. You have to have the right equipment because if you're a junior, you're constantly growing. You do need to work on your physical conditioning, not necessarily weightlifting, but small things you can do with your body weight, body conditioning. Yes, for juniors, it's really the sound technique that helps you to hit it longer than the body weight you have. Um, 지금 주니어 골퍼들이 so I do have a series of paid contents on my YouTube that talks mainly focused on for the juniors. So it'd be really great if you can um, watch a couple of those contents. These are all like directed toward the juniors only. 주니어 선수들이 티에서 멀리 칠 수 있는 방법은 뭔지 물어봐 주셨어요. 그래서 주니어 선수들은 여러 가지 요소가 있죠. 일단은 장비가 나의 몸에 맞는 장비여야 돼요. 주니어들은 계속 크고 있기 때문에 그 맞는 장비, 신발 발 계속 크는 아이들 신발 갈아 주듯이 계속 맞는 장비를 사용은 해야 돼요. 되게 중요하죠. 그리고 인제 체구에 비해서 멀리 쳐야 되는 거기 때문에 일단 테크닉이 되게 좋아야 돼요. 네. 테크닉이 좋아야 되고 그리고 또 테크닉이 좋아야 되는 또 다른 이유는 이제 20살 초반부터 유연성이 급격히 떨어지기 시작을 하면서 개개인마다 달라요. 언제 확 이 유연성이 떨어지는 유연성이 떨어지기 시작을 하면서 부상이 발생을 하기 때문에 부상을 미리 방지하기 위해서도 주니어 때부터 무리한 스윙을 하지 않고 올바른 테크닉으로 긴 거리를 내는 것이 굉장히 중요합니다. 그래서 저희 유튜브에 유료 콘텐츠가 이제 준비가 돼 있어요. 그 주니어들만을 위한 유소년들만을 위한 유료 콘텐츠가 있기 때문에 주니어에 대한 인포메이션이 궁금하시다면 그 콘텐츠를 보시는 것도 굉장히 도움이 많이 되실 것 같습니다. 라이브 방송을 할 예정입니다. 오늘도 함께 해 주셔서 너무 감사드리고요. 저는 곧 또 재미있는 영상으로 찾아뵙도록 할게요. 감사합니다.